Hello everyone, this is your first session of the strength kind of circuits class that we're doing over lockdown. As I said in the message, you will need a little bit of equipment but not too much, so limited equipment, and the only equipment you need today really is your mat. You need a little pillow or block to put under your head and some weights. So they don't need to be too heavy today. I've just got 2 kilograms. You can use tin of beans, bags of sugar, anything that's not too heavy. If you've got any ankle weights, you can use those in your hands. Anything really that you've got 2 of that are the same weight. Now, as we normally do in class on the 6th week of our block, this is more strength based than some of the Pilates exercises we do. Having said that, it is Pilates based still, so there will be the majority of what's in here is Pilates-y, and then we've got like real world exercises as well. I will count you in of when we're starting and when we're stopping, and just like we normally do in class, we've got 2 minutes of each exercise. Okay, so I'll go through. I'm not going to go through all the exercises. We've got a minute in between each 2 that I can tell you what we're up to, just so you don't forget. So we're going to start with a warm-up. I should say today as well is mainly upper body today. So over the next 4 weeks, we'll be doing, so upper body today. Next week, we'll be focusing more on our legs and our lower body. And then we'll go back to arms again. So you're going to have 2 which are arms and core and 2 which are legs and core. So you might feel your arms a little bit tomorrow. So let's start in a good rest position. We're just going to start with some arm circles just to warm everything up. So nice big circles with one arm. Now we are going to warm up well, but we're not going to spend too long on our warm up just so we can get going. Good, and then you're going to change direction. Good, make them nice and big. Don't worry if you hear any clunks or clicks. Your shoulders really near your ear, so it will sound amplified. Good, and then you're going to change over to the other arm. So all the way around one way, don't mind which way because we'll swap over. If I look sweaty, don't worry, I've just almost killed myself on the bike in the gym. So I'm nice and warm. And then you're going to change over. Time management, trying to fit everything in. Luckily I've been quite busy so far over lockdown, so that's good. Good, right then, coordination, everyone's favourite. One way, one the other. In the safety of your own home, you can have a little practice of this. Good, then you're going to change direction. So always come back to the top with both arms before you then go again. Good, well done. And then you're going to bring your arms down. Right, we're going to do some oblique work today, so we're just going into some side bends. Now the reason I've paired obliques with our upper body is because our obliques, carry on while I'm talking, the obliques, which these muscles just here, are very responsible for helping us to be stable in our trunk when we're going overhead with our arms. So really, really important. So it made sense that we did those again as well today. Over to the other side. So yeah, so today's got some challenging exercises in it. Just go steady. Got one that we haven't done before. Although some of you used to go to kettleside, which I know you did, you'll know one of them. Probably wish you could forget it, but it's come back today. One more. Good, well done. So what we're going to do now is just some overhead reach just to get our upper abdominals working. And we are actually doing this as one of our exercises today. Our arms are going to be going overhead in a couple of the exercises. Now we've got a group of 2, then another group of 2, and then we've got just one, which is a mobility one, just to give yourself a bit of a rest, and then another 2 sets of 2 exercises. So really same as what we do in class. Good, one more of these. Excellent, good. Right then, we're going to do 2 minutes, so make sure for this one all you need is your mat and your pillow. So we are going to do 2 minutes of abdo prep. Abdo prep is this. Okay, and back down. So that is abdo prep. We all know that very well. And then when we've done 2 minutes of that, we're going to come straight up into our what we would do if we were going to do a teaser. We're going to come back halfway and we're going to go up with our arms 3 times and then back up into sitting. Okay, so our first 2 minutes then is we're going to start with abdo prep. So we'll go in 5 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, up you go into abdo prep and back down slowly. Good. So it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a long time of anything. So although I'm saying go for 2 minutes, just do as many as you can in the 2 minutes. So if you want to have a little break, that's absolutely fine. I'll tell you when we're a minute in. And if you start to feel your neck, that is quite normal, as you know, for this exercise. But if you start to feel your neck and want a little bit of a rest, that's absolutely fine. Now, without me there nagging you, make sure your shoulder blades are coming off equally each time and that your feet are staying down. Good, keep going. So as you can feel, this one's just for our tummy to begin with, because our tummy is going to help us stabilise on lots of the other exercises. Good. You're now halfway. That's a minute gone. Good, well done. Keep going. Those of you at home, I haven't got any music on because if I put music on and film it, YouTube doesn't let me upload it because of copyright. So you might want some music on at home, especially to get through some of these harder exercises. Not that I'm trying to put you off. Make sure that you're still coming up. We've got 30 seconds left. Nice job, everyone. Keep going. You'll be able to feel your tummy neck by now. Don't go too wild on these last few seconds, because when we come up, we've got to use these tummy muscles again to stabilise when our arms go up. So you've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and roll up into sitting. We're going to go straight into those teaser arms up. So next 2 minutes, off you go. So come back, arms are going to go up. The rest of your body doesn't move. And 3, and then come up. Now, you can go at your own pace. You can go straight back down now if you want to, but each time you're going to do 3 before coming back up into sitting. I'm going to go again. You don't have to go with me though. I'm just doing the class with you for a little bit of moral support. Oh yeah, feel my tummy working. If it's starting to get hard and you feel like you're starting to go like this and sink down, just come up high a little bit into that sitting position. You're still going to be using your abdominals. Keep your chest nice and open. Good, we're halfway through now, that's a minute gone. After this, you're going to have a minute's rest while I tell you what's next. So, you know you've got a minute's rest coming up. You're doing well. Nice, well done. You might have feel this a little bit in your lower back as well. All those muscles are going to be working to stabilise you. As you know, our body is interconnected so finely. Good. We've got 30 seconds left. Well done. 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, while you're having a little rest, I'm going to show you what's next. So the next thing is we've got 2 minutes of breaststroke prep. So this is now to start to warm up our upper back muscles a little bit, because you're going to need it for the next exercise. So you're going to have your head on your block. Don't do it yet because you've got a minute's rest. You're going to have your hands now palm down today to warm your triceps up a bit more. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, then lift your hands up off the floor, and then bring them back down, and then repeat. So we have got 15 seconds until we start. No, more than that, sorry. 15 seconds now. So get ready onto your front. You're going to be on your block, so your head's on your block or on your cushion. So in 5, 3, 2, 1, good, and then into your breaststroke prep. So shoulders together, then lift your hands up, and then come back down. And again, squeeze, and then bring them up. Good. Squeeze, lift them up. Good, and keep going. So with this one, keep going while I'm talking to you. You need to make sure that you're really squeezing your shoulder blades together and then lifting those hands up off the mat. Obviously, I'm not there to tell you if you're nice and symmetrical. I'm just going to turn around so I can see the block a bit better. I'm not there to tell you if both arms are coming up equally. So really have a think. If you know that one arm is better than the other, really have a think about your not so good arm doing a little bit more work than you think it should, and then they should come up nice and equally. Okay, you've got 5 seconds and then you're halfway through. Now with our hands down, with our palms down, you might be able to feel it a little bit more in your triceps than normal. And then squeeze, and then back up. Good. Couple more. So squeeze, and back up. Keep going, you're doing really, really well. You've got just coming up to 35 seconds now. So keep going on those, and then we're up to some push-ups. Yes, some push-up lowers. So in 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds, we're going to come up onto our feet or our knees, and we're going to do some lowers into our push-ups. So this is to try and build a little bit of strength in your push-ups. Keep going on this one now. Good, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift those hands up. Good, keep going. You've got 10 seconds left, and then you're going to come up onto either your knees or your feet. I'm going to do it on my knees, but I will show you both versions. 3, 2, 1, up you come. So either onto your knees or onto your feet. You're going to slowly lower yourself down to the mat as slow as you can. Hips and chest come down at the same time, and then you can get up however you want to. So it's just the lowering, off you go. So elbows stay nice and tight into your side. You come down to the mat really slowly, chest and bum at the same time, and then come back up. Those of you that are confident with push-ups can do it on your feet. So from this position here, you're going to come down as slowly as possible, and then come back up. It's a long time, 2 minutes on your feet, so I would probably do it on your knees if you're not too sure. Good, keep going, you're nearly through a minute. As slow as you can. You don't need to push up, you can snake to come back up. Okay, just save your arms. After this, we've got 2 minutes of just mobility. You're halfway through now. Good. Don't worry if you're starting to get a bit quicker. What I don't want you to do is to plop down right at the end though, so make sure the tempo is consistent throughout the whole range of movement, so you're not just plopping down at the bottom, going slow at the top. Good, well done. You've got 15 seconds left, you can do this. Good, well done. And instead of having our minutes rest in between, we're going to go straight into the next exercise, which is arm openings. Last one. Nice job, well done. Right, we've got 2 minutes of arm openings now. So you're going to be on your side, head on the block or your pillow, hands on top of each other, knees on top of one another. You're going to take one arm back behind you, only as far as your knees can stay down. Oh, that's nice. And then come back to normal position. So we're going to do a minute of this. And then we'll change over. Well done. After this, we've got some stability. So keep going on this arm opening on this side. After this, we've then got plank, a long arm plank, and then you need your dumbbells. We're going to do overhead press. Okay, so this is going to be for those muscles around your shoulder blades and into your triceps again. Good. Right, we're going to change over onto the other side. Change down my mat so you can still see me. So onto the other side of arm openings. Make the most of this. Open up that chest, because then we're going to go into our planks. You keep going on that. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. So we're going to go into plank next. It's a long arm plank, like so, okay? I don't want your bums up here, but I also don't want your bums down there. So somewhere in the middle, really push down through those arms. You'll be pleased to know you've still got 15 seconds left on this side of your arm openings. And then I want us to all just get ready to go into the plank. We'll go straight into the plank. After this 2, we'll have a minute's rest though. Good, right, 5 seconds, so make this your last one. And then we're all gonna go into our plank. So, plank position. 2 minutes is a long time. If you want to be on your knees for this, that is absolutely fine. Keep your core nice and tight, and again, make sure you're in that nice kind of straight line position, because 2 minutes is a long time of this. Those of you on your feet, don't think that you have to keep there for 2 minutes. I know some of you will. But you can come down whenever you want onto your knees for a bit of a rest. So the other reason I've given us this one is for our wrists, to try and strengthen them up a little bit. So if you are feeling it's your wrists that's stopping you, just give them a little bit of a stretch out every time you have a rest. Those of you that are still going, well done, keep that up. You're doing excellently. Right, in 5 seconds you're at a minute, which is absolutely excellent. Keep going. When we finish this plank, the reason we're doing this is just to tire your arms out a little bit, and that's why I said you don't need a heavy weight today. Because whatever weight you've got is going to feel 10 times heavier after your plank. Push through those hands, engage those muscles around your shoulder blades. Keep going. I mean, I'm on my knees and I can still feel my arms working really hard. Good. Right, you've got 30 seconds. Let's stretch out my wrists. Good. While you're carrying on planking, I'm just going to tell you what's next. In a moment, you're going to come up into standing and you're going to grab both of your weights, okay? And then I will demonstrate as we get started what it is. Right, you've got 10 seconds before we're going to come up into standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Right, slowly get up into standing while I show you what's next. We're in 2 minutes now of overhead press. Now, overhead press is obviously this. To make it a bit harder, the arm that you're not moving is going to stay up, like so. Off you go. So, one arm up, the other arm doing the work. Now, your arm that's up is going to start to feel quite tired. I don't want you to get into the position where you're like this, trying to hold it up. Keep those ribs down. So this is working on stability around your shoulder, of the one that you're keeping that weight up towards the ceiling on. Now really, really push it up towards the ceiling. It's going to want to start to do that. So really, really keep it pushed up. It's hard, this one. I'm going to come down for a little bit of a rest. We've got 15 seconds left on this arm. So keep that arm up. Good. I'm only doing 2 kilograms and it's already starting to burn. 3, 2, 1, have a shake out, then you're going to change over. So arm up towards the ceiling, other one's going to push up. Can you see how I just have to keep adjusting my arm? It wants to come down, so I'm having to really stretch up towards the ceiling. This is hard. I'm going to have to come down for another rest now. Should feel this around your shoulders, so please don't worry if it's hard. I'm finding it hard too. It really isolates the shoulders, the muscles around your shoulders, and that's why it's so hard. Keep those tummy muscles turned on. You've got 20 seconds, and then we've got a minute's rest, and then you're on to your last 2. That's the wrong side. 5 seconds. Oh, it's getting hard. Last one. Good, and then bring your arms down. Well done. Right, you've got a minute's rest now, and then we're going to go into nice overhead reach. Now, I don't mind if you, in this rest, I'll just show you. We're going to do overhead reach, as I've said. Overhead reach, as we know from Pilates, is this. Okay, so this is about getting our tummies warmed up again. So you can either do it like this, or if you feel like you want to stretch yourself a little bit, you can have your legs up in double tabletop. If 2 minutes is a long time in this position, you can bring one leg down throughout or both, but it's up to you. So we're going to start again in 20 seconds. This is our last set of 2, so our last 4 minutes. Now, we'll do overhead reach and I'll explain what the last exercise is whilst we're doing it. It's for our shoulders and our core. Right then, 5 seconds then, and then we're now into overhead reach. I'm going to do one leg up just to be somewhere in between you all. Off you go. So 2 minutes of overhead reach. Now, I've put this in just to warm our tummies up a little bit and to continue to use our arms and upper back. So really, really keep those ribs down. That should be your main focus. Arms should be nice and close to your ears as they come up. I don't want anyone going up into a flying V. You need to try and keep those arms nice and next to your ears. 30 seconds in. Those of you that are in double tabletop, well done. But if you feel like you need to come down, that is absolutely fine. Good. In 10 seconds, we're halfway through. Keep those arms coming up, keep those ribs down. I'm going to change over legs now because we've got a minute left. Now for our next exercise, I can talk to you because you all know this exercise well that we're doing now. For our next exercise, you need one of your weights or one of your tins or one of your ankle weights, just something that you can have in both hands. No, that doesn't make sense. So you can have both hands on the one object, and that's better. And that's better English. Good, you've got 30 seconds left. Keep going, you're doing well. So in all of these strength classes that we're going to be doing over the next 4 weeks, save them, because you can always do them. As you get more of them throughout the weeks, you can do like a leg one a week, an arm one a week. Good, right. 5 seconds. I'll come into standing while you just do 2 more. Then you're going to come up into standing. You're going to grab one of your weights. You're going to hold it like this. And you're going to rotate it like a steering wheel. Okay? Now in this position, I don't want you to end up like this. You need to use your tummy. So in a nice neutral position. This is going to get heavy quite quickly. We have started. And I will tell you when we're halfway through. Now I'm going to have to keep coming down for a rest on this one. I can tell you now. And I'm going from the side so I can keep an eye out whether I start to lean back because I want to. I'm going to come down for a rest. That's 30 seconds gone. When you come back up, make sure you're nice and set before you do so you're not in that position again. Keep those tummy muscles turned on. This gets heavy quite quickly. Good, and then come back down again. Should be able to feel it around your shoulders. Good, keep going. Done well, this is your first class, about halfway through. First class almost done. Now the other reason I've picked arms this week is because we've got quite a lot of hip flexors in our Pilates classes, for those that are doing those as well. So I didn't want to overload you, but it will be later next week, just to warn you. Good. Right, we've got 30 seconds. Come on, we can all do this. I'm probably going to do it in sets of 2. Hopefully, it might be sets of 3, because my arms are getting quite tired now. Keep twisting that like a steering wheel. So from the front it looks like this. So shoulder height. Good. Don't go lower, don't go higher. Right, come on. Have a last little rest. We've got 10 seconds left. Keep going. Well done. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Good. Right, we're just going to have a little stretch out. Come into sitting. You're going to bring one arm across you like so. Well done, everyone. So, whistle-stop tour of the arms and core. Hopefully that all made sense. Did really well. My arms can feel it now. Doing it like this though, you will feel some burning, but you might not ache too much tomorrow, fingers crossed. If you do, these stretches we're doing now is a good way of just releasing them off. Good, our last stretch then is one that we do quite often in Pilates. So you're going to bring one arm up, so right arm up, across the left foot, come down into that position where you look back and down at your left hand. Good, and then take a breath in till you feel a stretch. If you can't feel a stretch, bend your elbow on your right arm. Good, and then we're going to change over to the side. So arm up. Good. Excellent job, well done. Good. And you're done. Well done, everyone. First session done. Drop me a line if you need anything adapting, or if you find anything really hard and you just want to let me know. But yeah, well done, and I'll see you next week for some more strength.